We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from Santa Clara. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Pickett right to the air. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go.
A run with the man from Louisville, Isaac Guerendo. And he'll bring this across midfield. Is taking shape. A gain of 7 on that one.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
2nd down and 3. From the gun is Pickett. That's complete to Coleman. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Pickett throwing here on 1st and 10. But we try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
On the ground, it's Abanaconda. Trying to avoid tacklers there, but the ball is out. The Niners have got it.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
No chance at all. He'll go down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
19 tight.
From the shotgun, here's Pickett. And that is incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball, because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. This one, deep downfield for Mingo. And that is incomplete. Jonathan Mingo, the intended target. It's 2nd down.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion.
That is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush, because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
Let's go now. 60 Bobcats, 18, Pioneer.
To throw, Pickett. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face first and goal.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
From back at the 2 now, here's second and goal. Back to throw is Pickett. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
For the 49ers.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Now the former Pitt Panther, Israel Abanaconda. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll tuck it and take off.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Mingo, the man in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. A run here with the Abanaconda. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here's Abanaconda. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. They get an even 20 on that one. That's good for a Dallas 1st down. They'll stay on the ground. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. They've got it at the 8, first down and goal. Putting the tight end in motion. A run on first and goal. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on first and goal. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. From the 1, second and goal. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. No signal, and we will not get one. He stopped short, and now it's third and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Dallas.
Complete to number 85. Touchdown, Dallas.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He knocks it through. The Cowboys will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's first and 10.
Set. 60 Bison. 60. Chap 60. Chap 60. 79 Bronco.
Now, Pickett. Downfield, and it's caught by Ayuk. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the give, it's McCaffrey. And it will finally be brought down at the Niners' 7-yard line. 35 more yards. Back-to-back big plays to get this drive rolling.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Pickett. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Warriors 70. Panther 11. Panther 11.
On second down, Pickett. And that will be incomplete. They could not hook up on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Two incomplete passes now lead to this third down and goal.
19 tight. 19 tight. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Now Pickett. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. And now they're faced with a 4th and goal. Udi's kick is good. And the Niners will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Drive will start on the ground. And he's not going to outrun the defense. They push him back out of bounds, a loss of a couple.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Third down and 9. They send the tight end in motion. Tight end on the move left. Here's Lance. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup. He's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. Third and long. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Lance. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. 14 yards on the pickup there.
You just love to see this effort, especially on third down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up the first set of downs.
First reception for the man who enters the week as the NFL's leader in receiving yards. This one, good for a first down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? He connects with Gray on that one. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out.
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Israel Abanikanda. Touchdown, Cowboys. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys are on top. It's 14-10. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
19, Tiger, 19, 70 range, 70 range. Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Here's Pickett. The connection made to Ayuk. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11.
Cowboy 80. Trap 60, trap 60, 79 Bronco. Go.
Pickett to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Ready up. Here we go, here we go. 19 Lions. Check out.
A 2nd down throw for Pickett. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
And that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Moody comes back on the field after making the field goal. He's set to kick off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And a good job defensively to rally to the ball. They hold them to a short game. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now Lance. He keeps it himself. 2 minutes to play in a tight 1-point game in this first half. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. Lance looking to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. This one, deep downfield for Mingo. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. To throw is Lance. And that is incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Tight end going in motion here. Throwing, Lance. Got his man at the 6. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 touchdowns for him in the game, and 16 on the year. Aubrey, good with the extra point. The Cowboys extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Pickett. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Throwing on 2nd down. Pickett. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Pickett, and that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he looks up, and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. To throw, here's Lance. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. From out of the gun, he'll throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Here's a designed run. And he will do it himself. He's in. Israel Abanikanda. Touchdown, Cowboys. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
49ers 13. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Pickett. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
19 line.
On first down, Pickett. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
From the gun is Pickett. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Now inside the 25. And he will go all the way. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, San Francisco.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Now, faking the give. Now, he'll air one out. That's caught! And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
49ers 20.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Here's Lance. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Lance. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. A gain of 16, good enough for a 1st down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
Off he goes. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. And looked like he may have had a lane, but the defense shut it down quickly. He did not get in. It'll be 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he will score again. Israel Abanikanda. Touchdown, Dallas. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game. He's got 19 on the year. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Pickett throwing here on 1st and 10. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Trap 60, trap 60. 79 Bronco. 19 Lion.
To throw, Pickett. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, This quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to run it.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Lance looking to throw. That's down the field for Lamb. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now Lance. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. So 4th down, and Ryan Wright on to punt it away. Oh, and now look at this. It's a fake. Oh, he's got a man, and he caught it. A gain of 26 yards, and the decision to go for it winds up being a good one. Handoff here, up the middle. It'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards up from the secondary. Diamador Lenore with the stop. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Throwing, Lance. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. Here's a run. Woo. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. Now here's 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he's into the end zone yet again. Israel Abanaconda. Touchdown, Cowboys. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Aubrey, good with the extra point. The Cowboys tack on 1 more to their lead.
49ers 20. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Pickett to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
You see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on one or two of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
He's got his tight end, Kittle, through the middle of the field. And he will score. George Kittle, touchdown, 49ers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry, what an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Here's Pickett. And that is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful.
49ers 26. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
To throw, here's Lance. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 74 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Pickett. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Throwing on 2nd down. Pickett. That's over the middle to Kittle.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
Pistol snap back to Pickett. A throw right side is intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over possession here at the 44. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Lance. This one deep downfield for Mingo.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Quick throw, taken in, and they're going to work this down inside the 45.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down. With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Now they'll set up to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. On the ground, it's Abanaconda. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Israel Abanaconda. Touchdown, Dallas. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown, big opening up the middle. Inside the 40. Still going. And he's going to take this one back all the way. Disastrous. The blocked extra point leads to 2 for the defense instead of 1 for the offense. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. On first down, Pickett. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
On second down, Pickett. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. Now it's going to be third down.
Come on, set. 19 tight, 19 tight. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
From the gun is Pickett. And that is incomplete.
Not exactly the type of drive to write home about, Mike. 3 passes, 3 incompletions, no yards gained. And I really can't blame any of these fans who have continued to voice their frustration, especially after that last series of play calls.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. Able to complete it to Ayuk. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for fourth down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you...
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. That is DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, here's Pickett. Over the middle to Ayuk, complete. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. Third down, 3 to go.
Let's go now. 18, Pioneer.
Here's Pickett now. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line. A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A run here with Ebonaconda. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. Third and long. Putting the tight end in motion. Throwing now on 3rd and long. That's into the hands of Mingo. And he's taken down up past the 35.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Here's Ebonaconda. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the 47. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. We'll try and run it here, and it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. First and 10. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Cowboys.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
First and 10 now from the 36. Here is the option, running right. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
They give it to the first option. That's the fullback. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it straight ahead with Chubb. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Mingo, the man in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That is brought in at the 10. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Aubrey, good with the extra point. The Cowboys stretch things out even further.
49ers 28. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Now, Pickett. A short one there, caught by Kittle. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. To throw, Pickett. That is caught. He got Godwin. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. And the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go. Pickett throwing here on 1st and 10. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
His drive will start on the ground. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stick with him again. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. They finish off the regular season with some momentum. And they'll wait with bated breath to find out who they're going to play next week in the wild card round. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.